I have a sneaking suspicion these are the type of people that are about to explode their brand, their business, their influence in 2024. And the reason why I know this is because I am one of those people. And you are too, because you're watching this video. And if you guys don't know me, my name is SABAH Ali. I was featured in Forbes as one of the top business mentors to work with because of how fast I built my online brand and business. So if you're like, how does she know what she is talking about? I've been in the industry for years now. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is how you're going to become the most talked about, the most influential, and like the hot topic of 2024. Right now, I'm recording this in December and I am in my what I call reflect and rise mode. So every December, I take the time to assess my business over the year, see where the market is shifting and going, and planning out my game plan for the new year. Now, what happens is a lot of people during this time, of course, it's the holidays, they take time off, they're like burnt out, so they never really take a look at what they want to do and how they actually want to scale their business and brand in 2024. So my first homework and action item for you is, even if it's carving out like an hour, 30 minutes before the year ends, to look at what is going to be your game plan going into the new year. Now, after watching this video, you're going to get a lot more clarity in what to actually do, because I'm going to break down what I'm going to be doing in my business, in my brand, to just like 100x my visibility and become that brand that people are just like talking about every single day. So first things first, if you are not creating content every single day, you're not gonna be a hot topic. I'm just gonna be so blunt and so honest with you. So right now, I have a strategic game plan where I'm gonna be creating 5 times more the content I'm posting now to become even more visible to people who don't know me at all whatsoever. And if you do follow me, not just on YouTube, but on like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you know I post like every day, if not multiple times a day. And the reason why I say this is because, to be honest, you're not gonna become Tony Robbins by posting once a day. And I know that's what you want. That's why you're watching this video. You want to be famous. So one of your strategic game plans is going to be creating more content in the new year. But this does not mean you're going to be sacrificing quality over quantity. We don't want shitty content over here. But what we're going to be doing is being more intentional about how we're actually distributing that content everywhere. So right now, if you're posting on Instagram, but you're not posting that same piece of content on like TikTok or YouTube Shorts or even Facebook or Twitter, or even LinkedIn, you need to be doing it. Think about it. If one piece of content reaches 100 people on Instagram, if you take that same piece of content, that will probably take you less than 5 minutes to repurpose and share someone else. Those 100 people that are watching and seeing your content on Instagram, it's going to be duplicated by like 5 times or even 10 times. So 100 eyeballs turns into like 500 eyeballs, even like 1,000. Now, creating more content is just not enough. It's not. This is the secret behind why big brands like blow up out of nowhere, brands like Alex Earl, and let me break it down for you. Now, creating consistent content, and a lot of it is just not enough to blow up your brand, but here is the secret sauce that a lot of big brands and creators have, that they just like literally come out of nowhere and they have a ginormous brand. This is what they do. Now, I want to use the example of Alex Earl because she literally blew up like out of nowhere. I think I found her like mid 2022, and now she's just like literally like A-list celebrity. I see her everywhere. And what she did was, that was so strategic that a lot of people weren't doing, was she was doing like the regular like get ready with me videos, like, you know, this is what my outfit is. But within those videos, she was sharing very personal stories, but not just one personal story, multiple personal stories of things that made it very relatable to the typical person. And she did this every day, if not 2 or 3 times a day. Now, a lot of the times people are doing like get ready with me videos and sharing stories, but they're not really being genuine about it. Like, think about it. If you were to just pull out, like I have my phone right here. If you were to just pull out your phone every single day and create content talking about what's happening in your life without a filter, without sounding professional, without even sometimes like make it super editable, more people will probably resonate with you because they see you more as like a human being. So if you're creating content like a robot and you're scripting every single thing, there's no personality, there's no value, like there's no real opinion or belief of what you do, what you love, it's just not gonna hit. So that is one thing you want to keep in mind when you're creating content, when you're creating a lot of it in 2024. Don't just focus on making quantity of content, you also want to make it quality by injecting more of your personality into it. Now, the second thing we're going to be doing to build up and blow up our brand next year is doing things differently. The thing is, people are bored as fuck seeing the same posts the same type of way on the same social media platforms. You need to spice it up. Now, this is where I genuinely believe creative minds and creative entrepreneurs, influencers, and artists are literally going to just like thrive and blow up next year. And I personally am very stoked to come out with a few different type of like video styles and content styles that's gonna help me stand out from everybody else that's doing something that's like similar to me. Now, everybody has like this creative bone in their body. And now you might be thinking like, oh, I don't know how creative I can be. You can. Now, the reason why sometimes we overthink our creativity is because we go into the state of, oh, how is it going to work? Or are people gonna resonate? What if I make a fool out of myself? But guess what? The people that actually follow their intuition, their creativity, they do things differently. That is where the big brands, the big videos, like they blow it up because they're basically taking something that's normal, like a get ready with me video, and putting their own creative spin on it. So please, I beg you, do not copy another brand. Do not copy another influencer. Now, this does not mean do not learn from them and do not study from them. Definitely do that because that is going to give you a lot of tips and pointers of what you can do to stand out and gain a lot of attention. But if you copy someone and you're doing the exact same thing as they are, guess what? Like, that's why they have the audience, because that is them. You are you. So you want to make sure you're doing things differently than what your favorite influencer is doing. Now, strategy number 3 is very, very simple. Simplify your steps. Stop making everything so overwhelming and overcomplicated. I'm making shit very easy for me. Very easy for me to implement, very easy for people to follow, and very easy for people to buy from me. If you have 1,000,001 steps for you to take action on something, you will always be behind. And you won't have that like pure aura and energy that just is magnetizing on social media because you have like a 10-step process of how to create a piece of content. Now, I am all about structure and strategy and hooks and headlines, but like if that's stopping you from putting out one piece of content every single day, throw that out the window and just start creating content. When I got started on social media back in 2019, that's when I started to build my brand. I just started to whip up my phone and do a daily Facebook Live. That's when like Facebook Lives were the thing, and I popped off to a point where Fox wanted to feature me on their news station because I was like the #1 college student who was like documenting her senior year by doing a daily Facebook Live. That is how I built my brand so fast because A, I was doing something different, B, I was simplifying it, and C, I wasn't just in my head. One thing I always say to my audience, to my clients, and to you guys now is simple actions lead to daily transactions. So if your goal is to make money every single day, to gain attention, to get followers, your daily transaction will come from you making those simple actions. And the last thing that I want to say that will help you explode your brand, be the hot topic, be famous, popular in 2024 is being yourself with a niche. Now, I feel like this year it was all about like, be the niche, like be the topic, like be the industry, like be yourself and you'll grow an audience. But a lot of people were not successful with that. And the reason why is I say most of the time, actually like 99.9% of the time, big influencers, brands, celebrities, and businesses will blow up because they are known for something. And that something is why they will gain so much attention. If you're a jack of all trades and you're giving someone every single thing, but you're not actually known for one thing, there's not going to be a real reason why people should be following you. And you know me, I'm all about branding. I always say, like, you are the brand, you have the story, you have the knowledge, you have the experience, and you're going to be using that through your content, through your marketing, how you're actually creating video. But if you don't have a niche, you are taking 10 times longer than it could take you to become like a famous brand on social media. Every single brand, every single business, every single celebrity, they started with a niche. Taylor Swift, she started with country. Grant Cardone, he started with real estate. Gary Vee started with wine. Charli D'Amelio, she started with dance. All of these people started with a niche. So pick a niche, know what you want to help people with, but when you are, once again, marketing, creating content, that is when you want to be yourself. So I'm going to end this video how I started this video. I have a sneaking suspicion the brands that will blow up next year are the most creative, self-expressed, don't give a shit people who are about to change lives. And if that's you, you watch this video, comment below and claim your spot because we are going to the top in 2024. Let me know if you guys love this video. Make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe. I come out with weekly videos, Sundays with Sabah, helping you build the most unforgettable life by being your own boss. And until then, make sure that you stay unforgettable.